Hello, hello, and hello. Welcome to Papa O's Samhain edition. Today we are going to be talking and chit-chatting about some Samhain stuff. I have my hot topics. I have my tuning. I have questions from witches and questions for witches. So today is going to be a very interesting time because I am in the cauldron, so let's just clear the air. Gonna clear the air right here. Some Santo Palo to clear the air. Okay. Now let's see what's going on this Samhain edition. Well, also, blessed and happy Samhain. Happy second harvest. Happy to whatever you really want to call it. Happy Halloween. Boo! I know this is some people's nightmare. But it was prophesied in the stars of Cave City. Okay, now let's do our fine-tuning by Kendriana. How do you manage your fears? How do I manage my fears? Okay, basic fears. I think to myself, okay, Hava, you have just moments to be scared, and then it will be over. No matter what it is, moments of fear, if you just swallow it down and go with it, you can sometimes get really good benefits. And if not, you've already slammed and smacked into something really hard that has stopped your way. So taking some moments to yourself where you can be, okay, I can do this. Here we go. It sort of reminds me of the song by Demi Lovato, Sorry Not Sorry, when at the beginning it says, go! Sometimes you just gotta go. I often tell people to jump, because sometimes we want to stay in that little nest, but you know you were born to fly. Now my hot spots. Okay, it is time to teach something from the cauldron. Today is Samhain. Samhain has happened, so we can put it in the cauldron. Day of the Dead is coming, so we can put that up here, up to the side. Now, Christmas is still in the pantry. Leave it in the pantry. There are still holidays going on, so let's just put this back. So, to all the people who are talking about Christmas and Yule ornaments and all of that, we still have Thanksgiving, y'all. We can't just automatically jump to Christmas from Halloween. So we're clearing the air. Just clearing the air about that. My next hotspot is the stock market has dropped. And that brings me to my next topic, Marianne Williamson. Now, if you don't know Marianne Williamson, you should. She is the closest thing that we have to a spiritual candidate running for the White House. And she really brings up a lot of great points to the spiritual community. Because she doesn't think she's going to win, but she knows that the spiritual community has been divided and they need to hear a group voice. And one of the things that she said is there is a dark energy over the world right now. And we deal with dark energies all the time. And we are great manifestors. So why aren't we confronting this? You know, we can feel when a dark energy is in a room or on a person. But to have a dark energy that is circling the globe, it's a little terrifying thought. You have to think. America's in turmoil. Lebanon has had riots. Chile has had riots. Hong Kong has been having riots, and Haiti has been having riots. So that's sort of, the world is in turmoil. Things are starting to get a little crazy. So let's just operate from calming that crazy down. Start with yourself, like using ilang ilang to bring comfort and peace and knowledge. Only about 5 drops. I'm hoping that wasn't more, but it has a deep, orchidy floral smell. I highly recommend it. It is great also. I'm going to tell you, it's a secret. It's great also in gay love potions and gay love spells. The smelly bilang ilang makes men go crazy. Okay. My next questions are from the internet. I have little birds out there, and these little birds fly around and find me some crazy stuff that's brought up on pagan boards, and I bring it to you here. With the growth of social media, one of my birds noticed that people's constant need for validation. Now, I really don't think this has changed dramatically since the 1970s, late 1960s. The counterculture movement, looking for validation among peers. And I think what a lot of people don't understand is that you have priests and then you have followers of the old ways or followers of the new ways, but there is a division. We are all one in faith, but not all in choice. So seeing this leak into the pagan community, I can see the herd mentality. Now, saying that, I don't necessarily believe in the herd mentality. I believe that you should move over that. Look for your own validation. You know that you are good, you are wonderful, you are unique, you are special. And some people say that you can say that too much. No, you can't. There's only one of you. There will always be only one of you. Even if you're twins, there's always be one of you. Now, this is interesting. Another topic that has come up. Using historic dates versus modern dating. Not dating as in Tinder or Growler or Flickr or Liquor or You can get a lot of dirtier with that. I'll stop there. But I understand the people who are like, it must be on this day, it must be on this day, it has to be at this time, it has to be under this circumstance. Y'all, time is busy, and we have lots of stuff to do. So can living is infrastructure. Religion is superstructure. For the infrastructure to work, the superstructure has to adapt. So, I'm just saying, you know, I have no problem with modern dating. I will be doing Samhain this weekend. I will also be doing it as Day of the Dead. So I have no problem with modern dating. I understand things like the full moon. If you're following the moon cycle, that sort of has to be, you know, followed. But if you're following anything like the Sabbats, you can be lenient. Hey, most people do their Sabbats at night. Why are they doing solar holidays at night? I don't know. Okay. Not everything is a sign. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. I tend to disagree. I tend to think there are signs everywhere. Sign everywhere, a sign. Okay, I tend to think that there are signs everywhere we look. And we're just going so fast that we can't see them. Now, some of them, if it's just a trick of the eye or a trick of the light, like, okay, if it's a magic trick, it's probably not a sign. But, you know, a butterfly landing on something. Don't think everything's a sign. If it feels right to you, then it's a sign. If it doesn't feel like anything, don't look for the sign. There's no sign. God just said, I had this extra butterfly, here it goes. So not everything is a sign. Just, you can feel a sign. When you feel a divine experience happening, you can feel it. It's not something that, oh God, here it comes again. No. Okay, what's the next one? We have got to the questions for witches. Now, yes, I am a root worker, but I consider myself a witch as well. I consider myself part of every community because I am part of the human race. And that is what I think that everybody deserves to get up at the table. And I deserve to. I will celebrate with anybody. I have told many people that I won't fast with everybody, but I will celebrate with everybody. The question for witches, the first one is from Moshe. And are witches related to astrology? Well, I do not think we are related to astrology, but we use astrology is a lot of our backbones, because you have to think, even the religions we have now, we are all sort of on the backbones of looking to the heavens. And what is one of the most miraculous thing that we have in the heavens? The stars. When we see all those stars out, it's almost hey, there has to be something divine out there. For any atheists watching my show, you could say, hey, something has to be out there. For you isolationists, I'm sorry, there's probably something out there. Or there's nothing. You can take your choice. I'm not gonna fight you, but I hope that answered your questions, Moshe. Now, a question from Sonia. This was actually on her Facebook. Do people have to be worried about their black cats on Halloween? Well, just to clear the air, from this witch and the witch community at large, and I guarantee the Satanist community at large, because you like to loop us together even though we're not related. But if anybody is doing anything to black cats, it is teenagers, Christian teenagers. Because for some reason, Christian teenagers and young adults have medieval thoughts in their mind. You know, the Malus Maleficarum is still ringing true in their ear. It's like they go through a medieval Dark Ages era again. Ugh! And so they think, oh, it's a familiar, it drinks from its teat. No. We're not doing any teats. They're not drinking from anything. So, yes, I would keep your black cats home, but that is because young assholes think that they have something to do with witches, and that all of them are familiars or of the devil. No. Trust me, the devil is not a cat man or a cat lady. It is not a cat He is a cat person. Well, he, she, they are a cat person, but they are not, are not smothered in them. The next question is from VM. What is the best way to apologize to a witch friend? The best way to apologize to a witch friend is just say, yo, I'm sorry. You know, I'm sure there's ones out there who say, make an offering to me on high. They probably harmonize it with singing bowls. It's probably amazing. And you should at least just tip them because they put on a good show. Anytime somebody puts on a good show, you gotta tip. It's the American way. It sucks for poor people, so rich people pay more. Just to clear the air. Just to clear it a little bit. Pay your good people. But the best way to start is make an effort to connect with them and really to get things going. A question from Jamie. What do witches believe in? What do witches believe in? Where do we start? There are witches of every different flavor. And different things. Some believe in there is a plethora of pantheons. Ooh, I'm a poet. There's a plethora of pantheons that people pray to. There's both the conjure community and the witch community, and that's confusing within itself. It's a discussion within itself. But the pagan community and witches believe, their basic belief is that energy is tangible and we can move the energy. So that is, I hope I answered that, Jamie. Michael, what kind of spell can I make someone stay with me? Well, I'm going to tell you a Papa O little secret. Anytime I want somebody to stick to me, and I want them to stick for a good reason, use things that are very thick and viscous. The thicker holds on more. And put what you want to hold on to in that liquid. Okay? Now, here's the thing. If you want that person, if you are sure, and you know it is the best thing for you and that person to stick together, then you can put it in something like candy. So it hardens and it's still sweet all the way around it. So, but make sure, if you know what you want, if you're certain what you want is what you wish, if you know what you want, then make a wish. Okay, question from Amy. Amy, a person wanting to know how to enter paganism, what would be their first step? Their first step, usually the first step is either like the Masons, you need to know one to be one, or be like a lot of pagans and you buy a book. A lot of great authors out there. I was trained, personally, I was trained by a teacher. I saw a witch, so I became a witch. And she was pretty awesome. She is pretty awesome. Love to you. Next question is from Harrison. What would a witch do for good luck? Now, what would I do for good luck? I would make myself a little bit of a money bag. Sister Sonia and I have a money bag recipe that involves coins, folding, a little bit of mayhem, a little bit of magic. So if you are interested in making something for luck, check out Sister Sonia and Papa O's video on it. Steven, when you cast a spell, do you call any spirits or gods to aid you? Yes and no. I'm a shrine worker. So usually when I'm working magic, I am working it in behalf of gods or ancestors or something like that. But I always use carrier spirits to aid me. And a lot of people use divinity. But you don't have to. We have our own energy inside. So we have the ability to, use our own energy and our own magic to do phenomenal things. Next question is from Olivia. Where do you draw your power from? Where do I draw my power from? I was going through that. There's your own inner power. There is power from people around you. I get power from the gods. So there are many places you can get power from. Well, this video is running a little long, so I will cut it out here. If you want to see the next part, which is from the witches, stay tuned, and I will be right on with our part 2 of the Samhain edition. Be kind to one another, reach out to one another, love one another, and most of all, like Grandpa Sackwitz used to say, don't be an asshole.